Right, this is Simon Gerrard and Scott Cunningham, and they're doing M4 and D1 current issues in sport. Right, off we go, chaps.
Right, the first contemporary issue that we've got to talk about is on drugs and banned substances. So, like, the first one we've got to talk about is steroids. So, like, steroids are banned in any sport altogether. And if you're found like guilty of having any drugs, steroids or performance enhancing drugs, then you'd be instantly fined, possibly banned from the sport. Most likely, definitely banned from the sport for an amount of time. Yeah, well, like an example for that is Lance Armstrong. He won like 7 Tour de France titles or something. Were it 7? It might have been. It might have been more. And I found out about him using sports enhancement in drugs, and then he got banned, fined, possibly might even be getting sued by his own country. Can't remember what that was for.
For cheating, all the sponsorships and sponsor deals, charities, cancer research, stuff like that. I've got put in.
He has to pay so much money back, then he'll have naught left by the end of it.
Yeah, that led to like education side, so like people going with prep talks, going into schools, going to not sporting camps, and just talking about general dangers with drugs. So like how it's looked upon, like it's like using drugs in the sport. So like they go in and share like the negatives that it can have impacts in like the profession, and then outside of sport, like how it can hurt you physically, and just like the dangers of it all in general sense.
Like even using recreational drugs, even if you just use it once, they still can have long-term effects on you. Like for example, my example on here is just cannabis. And like people who smoke cannabis on a regular basis, they can lose focus, memory loss, depression, go into depression, and then it makes you like lazy and not want to get involved in like certain activities and stuff like that.
So you think it's a bad thing?
Yeah, it's a bad thing. Yeah, definitely a bad thing.
Approach,
yeah, so that was just my example over long term. So yeah, and then move on to the next one.
So a bit second.
Globalisation. So yeah, globalisation.
So that's second. That's about like doing it specific location. We're doing Dubai. So all the money import, they've got all the finances over there. So they like put it into sports. So example would be like Man City. So all the sponsorship deals have got naming rights. They've changed airway, stuff like that. Just bringing money into it, sponsorships. Like I said, commercial deals, revenue, which is and that links to other sports like horse racing, darts, where like they bring the big and best names in the sport into the into like their events, like with big large prize money to attract them in and like promote the sport with it.
Like snooker as well, World Championship.
So like example would be the golf event, which is the Dubai Desert Classic. So all the top pros like Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, Billy Westwood, they all bring them in for a big prize money.
Right, good.
Yeah. What else is there?
With darts, yeah, so it just raises the profile of the country and like globalisation behind building, raising money, and
go on to the next one.
Right, good.
Where are we starting?
that way. If you want to do women, if you want
I don't know. Well, cultures could start with everything. Like we'll start with like for like Asian people. I'm just going to start on that. Like they in their religion, like they say that women shouldn't wear like shorts and show their bodies and stuff like that. So that's a barrier for participation for them sort of people, for their racing. But there's been cases where there has been Asian women playing sport where they've been allowed to wear shorts and stuff like that and show their bodies.
Yeah, that leads like to gender as well. Like women, so like, well, it can be with men. So like professional footballers, so like say gender, such as like lack of opportunity. They feel like they don't have a role in like white man's society, like covered with in England, like in the football terms. So they think now that they don't have a role in that. But like footballers like Aaron Leonard and Aaron Leonard, an Asian footballer, so it proves that he can. Yeah. Yes, you can look at him if he's Asian. Yeah.
Alright.
And there was another guy called Isham, I think it was Zalman or something. He played for Fulham, and then he went to Bradford. And he showed that they can be involved from school sports to like outside like sports, so playing for teams at weekends. Like being involved in the community, so it ain't just like a white class and a black class like society where they all can interact and get involved.
And the boxing as well.
Yeah.
Amir Khan is a good example for that.
Yes.
He started off as like a young boxer doing his dreams in Olympics and that, and then he turned pro, won so many fights, and then gone up a class, changed all his training, become a bigger fighter.
Yeah, he won Olympic medals, so
and
he's
then
got his own boxing medals.
And then
as well.
he's been a good role model to other Asian communities, like other Asian people wanting to do well in sport. They can just look at Amir Khan and think, well, he's made it, so why can't I?
He's got his own gyms as well, so he lets like communities come in, so not just like black society, like whites as well, just multicultural, and it gets them all involved to like inspire and get themselves into like higher opportunities instead of just being like not doing anything with their life.
Yeah.
And then the last one is like Jamaican and like black athletes. Like they're usually like they're playing what, like if they originate from that country, say Jamaica, or like another hot country like Africa and stuff like that, and Ethiopia and all that sort of places. They train in like heat, so they're used to training in heat and stuff like that. So when it comes to like you coming to an event, say in England, where it's cool, obviously they're going to be able to run a lot better and play a lot better because they're used to heat. So if they're playing in cool, they're not going to get as warm. They're going to be able to perform better.
Climatised better.
Yeah, more climatised. Because they're used to their own
fibres, which means like they're good at sprinting. So like Usain Bolt, fast sprinter. So like with that culture, and like we said, that helps.
Right, Joanne Chambers, he was UK fastest sprinter at one point, wasn't he?
And that shows like in our country, like we don't have the heat and the climate, which can help with them. So like we've got sprinters that are known, but also not at the same level as Usain Bolt. Because we've got slow twitch.
Okay.
Fibres.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
Right, well done, fellas.